Hey, Steve Zook here. Welcome back to Pokesuit Channel. Good morning. Well, it's morning here. I'm using, by the way, this brand new Antonio Hermosa AH15. It's sell it for $249. It really sound good. But I thought I'd do a little video here on how to practice. This is a huge subject. If you practice correctly and practice the right material, you're going to make huge leaps. That's why it's so important to practice the right material. And that's why the Guitar Ladder program, is so powerful, because when you practice the correct material, when you practice the right material, you're going to make some huge leaps, because you're inputting information into your conscious and subconscious mind, and you're kind of stretching and feeding your musical mind. This is a huge subject. That's why there's the results have been so powerful with the Guitar Ladder system, because you work on these different chord studies and single note studies. The meat and potatoes is the chordal work. But when you introduce to your mind the 10 different systems of improvisation, excuse me, those 10 different systems of improvisation are built into my chord studies, and there's 200 studies. And like I've said before on videos, I just saw really bordered on supernatural growth with many students. It really blew my mind and blew their minds. And actually it was my students that really encouraged me to put the ton of work that it took to put the Guitar Ladder system together. So if you just love playing guitar, but you'd really like to give yourself the chance to bring out the most talent and bring out your musicianship as far as humanly possible, just invest some $199 in the Guitar Ladder system. You can buy it at stevezookguitars.com. You're going to get a 6-year membership, and I guarantee you're going to get results. It really works, folks, and the price is really a great value. It would be a great value at $500, $600, $700, $800, but $199 I really have it priced, so everybody can take advantage of it. But look, let me get to this lesson for today. And you can listen to sound samples from my CD transporter, which is reviewed at vintageguitar.com. In fact, I just found 30 of the original issues, and I'm going to sell a signed copy for $19.99 shipped. Unless you live overseas, then you got to include like another $9. But I just found 30. I'll sign it and ship it to you in the USA for $19.99. If they're going to be collectible. But anyway, that CD is reviewed at vintageguitar.com. I'm very proud of that. And if you go to, I think it's guitarladder.com, I've got some samples of some of those tunes too. Anyway, I want to talk a little bit about how to practice. And practicing is not supposed to always be a ton of fun. And I think that's, it's that discipline, the self-discipline in the practice that's going to give you huge results, which is a lot of fun. So you got to kind of wrap your head around the discipline. But just to give you an example, I'm working on a pattern like this. Now, I think before I called it like a triplet to eighth notes, and maybe it's a little more like a 3 against 2. Don't worry about it. Just, you can listen to it. But it's that repetition. If you sit there for a half an hour or an hour and just go, maybe it's a half hour. Or even 15, 20 minutes. The idea is the repetition is what's going to give you, it's going to build your technique. And notice that accent, bam. Okay. So I think that's a really because I've said this before, guitar is the easiest instrument just to have fun on. But it's that repetitious practice that's going to be, bring you huge results, and exposing your conscious and subconscious mind to the right material to provide massive growth. And that's what's so powerful about the Guitar Ladder system, is when you play all these chord cycles that are very musical, by the way, your subconscious mind and your conscious mind begins to kind of piece together, oh, I see how this chord goes to this chord, and I see this is smooth voice leading, this is a secondary dom. Even if that happens on a subconscious level, because music is a right brain situation, it's just so powerful. It's like kind of like musical steroids. It really works. It's not bullshit. So I mean, if you really want to get more out of your guitar, just order the Guitar Ladder system. Don't overthink it. It works. It works. So again. So if I play this 100 times a day, now I like to mute sometimes because then it creates a little extra tension for your picking hand, which then later is going to help your picking explode. It's one of the reasons Al Di Meola has such a strong right hand technique. So maybe practice it without muting, and then with muting. And whenever I come up with a new pattern that I want to really get wired and really sink deep into my nervous system and subconscious mind, that's what I do. Like this today, I'm doing this one. So I'll do that. At least 50, 60, 70, 80 times. Then maybe I'll double up. Like. But my point just being, it's that repetitious practice that's really going to build a lot of technique and help you just explode. So So it's the way that you practice is going to either kind of keep you the same, or it's going to explode your ability to play and write. And what's so powerful about the Guitar Ladder system is not just the fact that it makes you a better guitar player, but it's actually going to wake up, I call the musical mind. And I've had lots of students who never composed before, but then they ended up composing, and so that's just it's really feels great. It really feels great to and you don't have to look at that like a pressure thing, like, oh my God, how am I going to compose a piece? It just happens naturally, Sure, it may not happen the first couple months, but you work the Guitar Ladder system for a while, and your noodling is going to take on a whole new dimension. You'll be sitting there going, wow, where in the hell did that come from, So you can order the Guitar Ladder system right now. It's a 6-year membership. You can order it at stevesguitars.com. Listen to some of my compositions. Go to, I think it's at guitarladder.com, and I forget which tab it's at, but you can listen to like Gray's Mountain or Blue Shark, some of my compositions. That's really the proof of the pudding. And like I said, I found about 30 of my CDs today. I'll do them for $19.99 shipped, and I'll sign them, and they're going to be very collectible. And that was with Ian Keane as co-producer at Dreamland Studios, and he used to be a great film and TV player. And he's a really great musician himself. We had a lot of fun, worked really hard doing Transporter, which, like I said, is reviewed at vintageguitar.com if you go there. And I'm really proud of that, because if you go to vintageguitar.com, most of the reviews are, really well-known people like Jimi Hendrix, Steely Dan, Stevie Ray Vaughan, Michael Hedges, whatever. So I feel very proud to have my CD reviewed at vintageguitar.com, and I thank God and thank the universe for that. But Stephen Stone, who reviewed my CD and who also has bought 3 or 4 guitars for me, just liked my music and said some very complimentary things. So anyway, so today, the practice tip for today was repetition is the mother of mastery. So you sit there, like here's another pattern I'm doing, is this pattern. Okay, all right, enjoy. This is available, $249. Really sounds great. And if you want to get a recording King flat top or the Laura Archtop, I'm the guy to get it from because I've been with this company longer than anybody. I deal directly with them. The sales manager, national sales manager is my friend. I get really great guitars. It doesn't happen often, but if there ever is an issue with a guitar and I don't like it, I send it back and get a better one. I mean, I'm really dialed in with these guys. I'll really hook you up. So you can call me, 714-548-0385, or email me, Steve Zook, the number 7 at yahoo.com. That's STEVEZOOK, the number 7, not spelled out, at yahoo.com. All right, take care. Again, my number is 714-548-0385. You want to... The Laura Archtops are tremendous value. Don't let some of the stuff out there about cosmetic issues scare you off, because the ones I get are fine. All right, take care.